Hello people, how yous doing? Welcome to the Father and Son Premier League talk show with Mitchell and Mark.
Hello. We're just going to go straight into the Arsenal news today.
Yeah.
Not
Wouldn't be
much.
Wouldn't be much, would there?
No, apart from Danny Welbeck breaking his ankle
Yeah.
in what looked like a very painful incident. I seen the photo of his ankle. That did not look like fun at all.
But bones aren't meant to go backwards.
No. And it,
By the look at that picture.
yeah. It hurts when they do.
They go certain ways, they're not meant to go the opposite way.
Yeah. And
That will probably be him for the season.
Probably him in the Arsenal shirt the last time.
Yeah, he was saying that. He's got no contract left, so that'll be
Just depends if we have enough faith in him to come back after the injury, if we're going to give him a new contract or not.
Yep.
But
yeah, I just think they'll leave it till he's recovered and go with it from there.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Depends on how well.
no one will probably want to sign him while he's out.
Nah, obviously.
So they'll just keep him until he recovers and then deal with it.
Other than that, we played Liverpool and Sporting since the last time we made a video.
Yeah.
We drew with Liverpool, as I said. Got the
Yeah.
score wrong. It was 1-1.
Yeah, you got the tip right.
Yeah.
But you thought there'd be more goals, eh?
Yeah, I said 2-2.
Yeah.
Great goal by Lacazette. Stupid mistake by Leno to concede to that goal. In Europe, it was just a very boring game. Especially after Welbeck got injured, just sort of nothing happened really. The Welbeck injury was the only thing. And that's about it, really. Arsenal all caught up. Over to United.
Over to United, there's always something to talk about with United.
What is it this week?
The main talking point with United this week was Mourinho going up to the Juventus fans, asking them for a bit more noise, apparently. And I think it was Bonucci didn't exactly appreciate it. Ashley Young come charging to break it up, just take Mourinho away from it all. But yeah, like Mourinho, I'll talk about that more when we go into Europe in terms of talking about the actual game. But yeah, that was pretty funny in the end. That is Mourinho. You know what you're getting. Box office Mourinho.
He's just there to stir people up.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good game, and then we had a good comeback against Bournemouth.
2 comebacks in a week, I believe.
Yeah. One day we'll lead and probably fall over and get beat. But yeah, there's not a lot to talk about at the moment with United. It's all relatively calm. Calm in the United world. There's obviously still a lot of contract talk going around. No one else has signed contracts this week.
Do you
Rumours,
expect them to?
probably not. Not anytime soon. Hopefully they nail some down. De Gea's still got to be signed. Well, they've got the option. Hey?
De Gea to Juventus.
Well, they're going to be chasing him. They improve every year, and they've got a former Arsenal keeper in goal, so that says it all there for Juventus. That's going to be the Achilles heel. Just ask Liverpool.
He's actually done alright, okay.
Just ask
So
Liverpool.
far, apart from that mistake.
Ask Liverpool what it's like trying to win a Champions League with a keeper that's not the best. That's going to be Juventus' problem.
Szczesny is nowhere near as bad as, I don't even know his name.
I can't remember his name either. But yeah,
Karius.
Karius.
Yeah, Szczesny is way better than Karius.
But yeah, he's got better defenders in front of him, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the United news. And we'll go into the games that are coming up for this week.
It's only the Premier League games for the international break.
Are we on that again already?
Yeah. Fun.
There you go then. So Arsenal have got Wolves, I believe, tomorrow night.
Yes.
At home.
At home, yeah.
You'd be expecting to get the win there.
Yeah, obviously. Should be.
You've had your winning streak ended, but you're still undefeated.
Yeah.
Not undefeated, but
That
you're
might
on,
change.
you're on an undefeated streak.
Yeah. I don't see that ending. We should win.
Well,
Although Wolves aren't exactly
I
the
have
easiest
tipped them,
team.
hoping to jinx them again. It worked against Liverpool
No, what against Palace?
and Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Tipped them against.
No, you tipped Liverpool.
Oh, I tipped Liverpool, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's right. I wanted
Otherwise,
to
you
lose.
would caught up too. But Wolves aren't the Wolves aren't the easiest team to beat, but we should do it. Yeah. United have City.
United have
Yeah.
City to bring on the Manchester Derby. Boom! Getting excited for that one.
Oh no, we don't play till Monday.
Yeah, Sunday, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah, same time as United.
Yeah.
But yeah, the City United game should be a cracker, I think. I think United have to high press them and go at them to have a chance of beating them. You can't invite City to come and attack. Our defence isn't solid enough to withstand that.
Not a lot of defences are.
No, well, that's exactly right. And ours definitely ain't one of them. But so I think it's going to take minimum 2 goals to win because we will concede one. I don't see a clean sheet as much as I would like to, but I don't think that's going to happen. So definitely going to need it. But yeah, I think he's going to go. Mourinho's lineup is going to be a tricky one to pick this week because we won't know with Lukaku apparently until they train today over in England, whether he's up to playing or not, and then if he's fit enough, will Mourinho start him?
I don't see him starting.
I personally don't, but we're talking about Mourinho. He's pretty unpredictable.
Yeah.
And he likes Lukaku in the team, so. But Sanchez has actually been all right. Without scoring, he's actually played pretty good in the 2 games he's actually started, the last 2, against Juventus and Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So I think, actually, you didn't do your lineup for your game, did you? I'll have to come back to that. I'll go into mine because last week I've got the one wrong.
As
which
far as
was
we know.
yeah, we think so. Anyway, we think this had no date or who it was against, so we're struggling to work out which one was which.
Yeah, we're just guessing at this point.
But if I had that one, I got one wrong, which was Lukaku, who was injured that didn't know about at the time of filming.
Yeah.
So he is becoming a bit more predictable because Mourinho does like picking the same lineups if he can, if they perform, and we are actually getting the results. So
yeah,
as it's been, but this week I'm gonna go with De Gea in goals as usual. He'll stick to the same back 4 with Shaw, Smalling, Lindelof, and Young. And then I think he'll bring Fellaini into the starting lineup against City because he likes players to follow instructions. And Fellaini is definitely a sort of player that tell him to do a job, he goes out and does it for the team. So it'd be a Matic, Pogba, Fellaini midfield for me. And then going to go with the fact that I don't think Lukaku will get selected to start. So I think Sanchez will hold the top again. Marshall will definitely start out on the left. And then I'm going to... He started Lingard against Juventus, but I'm going to drop him. Even though he played all right, I think he's going to start Rashford. Put a bit of pace at him.
Yeah.
That way we can break and go 100 mile an hour with it.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
City can't just play the ball around them.
No, but that's the lineup for this week. And this time I've written on it down in the corner there that it's against City. So next week I'll know if I get it. And then we'll go into your lineup.
Yeah. Got Leno in goal despite the mistake because I just don't see him getting dropped for one mistake. Although it wouldn't surprise me if he did. I've got Kolasinac at left back with Socrates and Rob Holding at centre back. Bellerin back at right back after coming back from injury. He's actually been really good this season, so hopefully he can keep going. Xhaka and Torreira in midfield, with Ozil in front of them, and Bamiyang and Iwobi on the wing, with Lacazette up top. And that should be a team that's good enough to beat Wolves. So yeah, that should beat Wolves.
Actually, some news that I heard while I had the Europa League game on with Arsenal is you had a young bloke, which is apparently the reason why you're not too phased whether you sign Ramsey or not.
Smith Rowe or Wendozi?
No, that first name you said.
Emil Smith Rowe.
Little blonde kid.
Yeah, definitely him.
Yeah, they got a rap on him.
Yeah.
And I reckon he'll pretty much just fill in Ramsey's role. So if Ramsey goes, they're not too fast, and he's the reason why.
Don't mind that. He's been good this season.
Yeah.
Scored twice in the Europa League. Yeah. I believe he scored twice.
Yeah, because he's had.
Oh yeah, no, he scored against Blackpool in the Carabao Cup and against Carabao. So.
Yeah, but yeah, because she's had some good youngsters play United last season when the game meant nothing. Arsenal threw a lot of youngsters out there that really stood up.
They gave you a game too. They took Fellaini in the last minute to win the game.
Yeah, and that's the way. So like they've got plenty of good youngsters there.
Yeah.
So Ramsey will probably be bye-bye.
Yeah.
More than likely, if they've got younger players coming through, they're not going to worry about putting him on big wages.
And two clubs have actually pulled out of the race apparently. I think it was Chelsea and Liverpool, or United and Liverpool.
That have pulled out.
Yeah.
Hopefully United have.
Yeah.
We've got enough attack. We've got enough midfielders in that. We don't need another one.
But apparently Juventus is still looking at going for him. I think that's the only team I can remember that are going for him. But yeah. But if
nothing wrong with being on the bench in that team. He won't be getting a starting spot.
Or if Arsene Wenger goes to AC Milan, he'll probably end up there. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go into a bit more detail now discussing the Europe game that's just gone by.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with your exciting nil-all draw?
Yeah.
That you had with Sporting?
Not exactly much to go into here.
It does qualify.
Yeah, we're definitely through.
Not top of the group. A win would have guaranteed top of the group, but you're definitely out of the group now.
I think we'll still pretty much top of the group.
You'll end up top of the group, but that just mathematically it's not guaranteed yet.
Yeah. Really not much to go into here, but apart from two injuries, Welbeck, like I touched on earlier, and Lichtsteiner.
Yeah, he got
injured. Yeah.
He was running up and down.
Yeah, and right as he went for the ball again, he pulled up.
Yeah.
He was holding his hamstring, so that's not good. Yeah, we were looking at bringing on one of our young strikers, and then he got injured, and he ended up having to sit back on the bench. And we brought someone else on, so I feel a bit bad for him, really. Yeah. About to get his first chance for the season, and he got told to sit back on the bench.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he was going to go on, and then that player got injured.
Yeah,
and changed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and just went and sat back down.
Yeah.
I was like, poor bastard. But yeah,
the joys of it.
Yeah.
And it comes up. Now sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, not much to say really. It's kind of a boring game.
Yeah.
Well, didn't do much. No one really did much. So yeah.
But there's
not much.
You've had one chance there because Sporting were sitting back a fair bit too.
Yeah.
But you had a chance there, and I think it was how do you say his name? Bamiyang.
Yeah.
He had a crack on about 82nd minute. It was somewhere late in the game. He got a chance, but
wasn't much of a chance really.
But there was their best chance.
Yeah, best chance
and
of the game.
And it would have been enough to win it 1-0.
Yeah.
That was the only goal that come out of it.
I'm pretty sure it would have been.
But then over to the what's that other comp called that you're not in?
I don't know.
Is it the Champions League?
No, I think so. Yeah.
You're not in that, are you?
No,
that's right. Yeah.
Although it's a pretty good chance that we're going to be next year. Yeah, I should probably get to know what it is a bit better.
Well, you've always got a dream. That's the thing.
Don't have to dream.
If you don't dream, you can't achieve. But yeah, in the Champions League, obviously, there's a big away game for United again, right in the middle of two Premier League away games. Over in Turin with Juventus. I thought they'd get a point out of it. I thought they were good enough to go over there and get a point.
Ended up getting all three,
Ended up getting all three.
which caught everyone by surprise.
And that's the worst part of what Mourinho done after the game. People will talk about that instead of
the fact that
the changes that he made that affected the game. Because all his three subs came on and had an impact.
Apparently Fellaini was a big one. Fellaini was the one that made a big difference.
Yeah. And that's what he does. He comes on, he is an impact player. He does what Mourinho wants him to do. And that's what he's a soldier.
Yeah.
Gets his instructions and goes and follows them through and out he goes. But yeah. But we were very lucky to get it. I think United played pretty well overall. You could see Juventus were a better team. And then it took a world-class goal to actually break the deadlock from Ronaldo.
Big surprise.
His first Champions League goal for Juventus will be forever remembered, but then he'll want to forget the game because of the result.
Yeah.
But then after that goal, it's like Juventus just went into take it easy mode. Like they didn't feel rushed or panicked that they had to keep scoring, and they had probably 4 clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
De Gea's pulled off, I think, 1 or 2 saves in them 4. They've hit the crossbar. Quadro put one over from about 8 yards out, doing the good old lean back and sky it.
Yeah.
So Juventus could have quite easily have been well and truly gone before United made them subs, but the fact is they weren't.
Yeah.
And then Mourinho's made his changes. He took Sanchez off. He took,
Yeah.
I think, Lingard.
Yeah, I think you said you took.
Oh, I can't remember the actual subs.
I don't know if I don't care enough to look.
Oh, it's Champions League. Yeah, the first one was Rashford coming on for Lingard.
Yeah.
And then he put Fellaini on for Herrera and Mata come on for Sanchez. And all of them 3 players made an impact. Rashford should have actually scored in the end to make it 3-1, which would have been the most lopsided scoreline on how the game went you would have ever seen if we won it 3-1. Because that would insinuate that we had a pretty comfortable 3-1 win.
And really, you struggled.
When it was a good battle. And then Bonucci's been given the aim goal. They actually said on the day Sandro was credited with it, but they've given it to Bonucci instead.
Lucky.
Either way,
I don't think either one of them wanted the credit. But
wonder if you can add that to his classing at university that Mourinho said they could run a class in. The 2 fullbacks, 2 centre backs on how to defend, also how to score own goals. And then Mata scored the free kick to make it 1-1, and that was in the 86th minute. Which
I actually really like goals.
yeah, and Ashley Young ran over it, and that's put the keeper wrong-footed and given that little bit of space that Mata's buried the ball in.
It was a very good free kick, really.
Yeah, it was. Defenders didn't really jump that high, and he's literally put it. I reckon not even an inch over the wall. And yeah, keeper had no chance in the end once because he went the wrong way initially, thinking Young might have kicked it. And then it was in the first minute. No, on the 90th minute it's got here. I thought it was the first minute, but the 90th minute got given a free kick. Young's put the delivery in. Fellaini's got up and headed it towards goal. Keeper's only softly saved it into his own players and in it went. Take it any way they count. At the end of the day, gives us 3 points. They all count, regardless how they get in there. But yeah, all of the players, and that was the thing. Mourinho read the game well, made the changes that were needed, and then after the game went and gave some stick to the Juventus fans.
Because why not?
It's like he's formerly close with Inter. So there's a bit of natural rivalry there in
Good
Italy.
about that.
Yeah, he won the treble with Inter that year.
He just likes stirring up all the rivals of his club.
Yeah.
Or in Chelsea terms, that club.
Well, apparently they were giving him a bit of stick, so he doesn't mind giving it back. But yeah, it was a really good game, and that's really opened up what looked like a pretty straightforward group for Juventus. Because that now means Juventus are on 9, United are on 7, and Valencia are on 5.
Doesn't matter, really.
If Juventus beat Valencia and we beat Young Boys, we're second.
That's the top 2 guaranteed then.
Top 2 guaranteed. And then the game travelling to Valencia won't matter, win or lose.
That's unfortunate. I really wanted you to drop down into the Europa League.
Yeah.
Just so we could beat you.
Yeah, draw you and beat you, knock you out. We smash you. You're lucky.
No. Well, we'll find out in December.
We're a Champions League team.
We'll find out in December who's the better club. Not club, team. Yeah. We might definitely be a better team.
Hopefully your unbeaten run's still going and we can end it like we did when you had your unbeaten season. What your first loss at the end of that? On the end of your 49 game unbeaten streak.
Yeah.
We ended it.
What a surprise, the Killjoys.
Beat you 8-2 as well, one game. That was a 10 game. There was a 10 goal thriller. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. But that was a Europe week that was.
Yeah.
Both teams. Yeah, we're not guaranteed to get out of the group yet, but it's now looking a lot more likely we'll finish at least second. Which I'm not sure who we're paired up with. I was going to check that out and never got around to it. To see who we're paired up with. Because I've got to, if it goes in groups, where is it? Champions League.
I still the draw.
Yeah.
First is just we'll play second or whatever group.
Yeah. But I've got a funny feeling it's Real Madrid's group.
You reckon we'll play around the group?
Possibly. Because we're Group H, and if they do the groups together, that's Group G. We come second. I've got a funny feeling we're going to get possibly Madrid if they top the group.
Or you could get Bayern Munich. Are they topping their group?
Yep. They'll win their group.
Good, and then they can knock you out. They can beat you 10.
So I think it's A and B, C and D, E and F, G and H.
I hope you get Bayern, just so they can 10-2 you, and then I can make the 10-2 joke, rather than be on the receiving end.
5-1, 5-1.
Might as well do it one more time. Maybe it's 5-1 3 times in a row.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's funny.
2 consecutive years in the Champions League. We got him in there around 16. The first leg was at I think we lost still, but it was only like 1 or 2-0 or something. Then we went and lost 5-1. And the next year it was 5-1 both times.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember that. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Bayern Munich's Twitter account started making 10-2 jokes. It was horrible. It was not a fun year.
Buy him a clock, set it on 10-2. You now walk into Arsenal and all you see is a clock that's on 10-2. Anyway, with that, we'll move into the rest of the Premier League games and our tips. Yes! I won last week! Woohoo! Woohoo! I got more right than you.
However,
Still get my butt kicked.
I'm still winning 32-27.
Yeah, that's fine, but
So,
it's only 5 in front now, not 6.
yeah, I'll just extend it to 7 this week.
Actually, we didn't check that. We've already done the tips, but we didn't actually check the differences.
Yeah, that was meant to be your job.
Give it here then. My job.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got 1 different, 2 different, 3 different, 4 different, 5 different.
5 different.
5 different this week. Because we actually both had a pretty good week last week.
Yeah, 8 and 7.
8 right and 7 right. Out of 10. That's pretty. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Normally the 7 would win, really.
Yeah, normally I'm normally around a 5.
Yeah. But
So,
we're very similar.
8 was
Tips
very
last
good,
week.
yeah. I got United up. Mitch went Bournemouth.
I went for a draw. I think
And we both went Watford because we were both sick of tipping Newcastle, and they finally come up and win. So
It's
we
about
both
right,
got-
ain't it? We both
Yeah.
finally go against them.
Yeah. And then we both had Everton to beat Brighton. Both had West Ham to beat Burnley. Both had Leicester to get up in Cardiff after that very, what would have been an emotional game for them. They managed to win it 1-0. And then I tipped Liverpool, and Mitchell got the draw correct that he went with Arsenal-Liverpool. Then we both got Tottenham right, both got City right, both got Chelsea right. Then it come down to the last game of the round on the Monday night,
Which was a flip of a
which
fucking
was
coin.
Huddersfield versus Fulham at Huddersfield's ground.
Personally,
Mitch went Fulham. I just gave the home team benefit of the doubt, and they done the trick 1-0.
And it came off. The goal was from
United,
Yeah,
low
Lenny.
knee.
It was an own goal.
an own goal, Fosu Mensah.
Right.
See, United haunt you everywhere, don't they?
Fantastic. Yeah.
United haunt you everywhere. So anyway, into this week's games, we have Cardiff and Brighton. Mitch is going with Brighton.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw. Then we've got Huddersfield at home to West Ham. Mitch is going with the away team
Yeah.
to get the points there, West Ham. But I'm going to think Huddersfield will do a little mini revival.
Nah, I think West Ham will walk over.
And they scored 4 last week,
Yeah.
so but they're away
Could be
from
5 this week.
or none. Go Huddersfield. Then Leicester against Burnley. We've both gone
Leicester.
Leicester. I think that'll be another tight one for them. It'll be emotional because they've had to go over. They've gone over to the funeral and that between games.
Yeah.
From last week to this week. But life moves on,
Yeah.
and that's what they'll be doing. And I think they'll be too good for Burnley. Then Newcastle and Bournemouth. Mitchell's gone Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I've gone the draw.
Putting a bit of faith back in Newcastle.
Yeah. Bournemouth were pretty good against United.
Yeah. That's why
Especially
I
for
think
the
I'll
first
walk
half,
over-
first half an hour.
That's why I think I'll walk over Newcastle. So, to be fair, Newcastle did bits against you.
Yeah. And then we've got Southampton and Watford both. I think Watford will bounce back from
Yeah.
the loss against Newcastle last week.
And Southampton ain't exactly going to have their heads up after losing 6-1. So
No. And then we have Tottenham away to Crystal Palace. We're both going Tottenham. I'm not too confident on that. But
it
I
was
think
very tempting
yeah,
to pick Palace, but
I'm
Tottenham will do
thinking
it.
a draw, but Tottenham will probably just do enough to get the points there. Then you've got Liverpool at home against Fulham.
Liverpool.
I'd like Liverpool to drop more points, but I don't think this is a game that's going to happen.
Yeah, probably not.
I'll probably put 4 against Fulham, maybe 5, 6. Then we got Chelsea at home to Everton. I've gone Chelsea. This is one we've gone different. Mitch has gone the draw.
So, Everton are alright. I see them getting a point.
Been enough of a
Nothing
pain in
more.
the backside.
Yeah.
And then we've got Arsenal at home against Wolves.
Both won Arsenal.
Yeah.
Although he went Arsenal for a very different reason to me.
Yes, he's gone because he thinks they're going to win. I'm tipping them, hoping that they don't win.
Yeah. It worked the last
It worked.
time he tried it.
Yep.
So gonna try
Try it again. Oh yeah, I'll get them to lose a game. Sooner or later, I'm going to keep tipping them.
No, we're not going to lose a game. Not until you come up against another good
Not until
team.
you play ours anyway.
No, we're not. It's not going to happen to you.
It will.
No.
It will happen to United, I'm telling you.
Won't.
And then to finish the week off for the 10th game, it's the big Manchester derby.
Yeah.
And you can probably imagine who we're going to be tipping here.
Yeah.
Who are you going with, Mitch?
Going for Manchester.
Oh, you're
City.
clever.
I'm going for City.
Going
Manchester
for
City.
City.
Yeah.
And clearly, I do honestly believe we will get the win. We will score 1 goal more than them.
Since it's a big game, score prediction.
Well, for me, I think we've really got to
Considering
go
it's
at
so
him.
hard to pick extra points if you get it right. if you get it
Oh.
spot on.
Can I have 5 points if I pick the score?
No. You get 1
Alright, 1.
if you pick the score exactly.
In the right way.
Yeah, in the right
Can't
way.
say
obviously.
2-1, but if I say 2-1 United, I don't
Be
get it
2-1
right if it's
City.
2-1 City.
Yeah,
Got to better clarify that because I'm
Yes.
very technical and take things to the letter
yeah, no.
when it comes down to it.
Because you tipped United, whatever score you go for.
Has to be in United's favour.
Yeah,
And same for you.
Yeah.
So it's a really hard one. Is it going to end up similar to what it was last year at the Etihad where it was 3-2, where we done a massive second half comeback led by Sanchez and Pogba?
yeah.
Or is it going to end up being tight? And I can see... I can't say he's keeping a clean sheet as much as I would love for that to happen.
Have
So
you
we've
kept
got
a
to
clean
score...
sheet this year?
Hey?
Have you kept a clean sheet this year?
I think 1 in the Premier League. I think.
I couldn't say in the Carabao Cup, but then you lost that too, didn't you?
Ah! That 4th cup game, the 4th trophy don't matter.
No, I'm just
That's-
saying you
that's-
considered in that too, so
Yeah.
I can't even say we kept 1 in
But yeah, I'm going to go United to win 2-1 for the 4th consecutive
there.
game.
2-1.
3rd consecutive game.
Nah. I'm gonna go 3-2 City.
3-2 to City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see a 1-0 happening either way.
It's possible, but I doubt it.
And I'm
doubtful.
gonna actually go one further with the 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm tipping Pogba and Marshall to be the 2 scorers.
I'll give you an extra point if you get that right too. No, just to be
Pogba
right.
off a penalty.
I ain't giving you extra points for that. Getting the way they score,
No.
right?
And
But-
I reckon Marshall will score another pinger. He's going to score a screamer. Yeah.
Dunno.
Off a Sanchez
that.
assist. Assuming he
You'll
plays.
get a point for the goal scorers. That's it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it for fun. For a bit of a giggle.
So you could end up with
3 points out of that game.
yeah. Unlike United.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
United, if I get the 3 points, they
Yeah,
get the
unlike
3
United,
points.
yeah.
Well, you've got to do the
Alright.
same. So you reckon
goal scorers
3-2?
for City.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can tell you, I know who one will be.
Aguero.
He almost always.
Yeah.
I think there's been one game where he hasn't scored against us.
So I've got Aguero to get 2. I reckon Sterling will get it. Get
And Sterling. Alright, well. If them 2 score, doesn't even have to be the double. I'll give you your point.
Yeah.
Because, like, if he scores 1, Sterling scores 1, and then the 3rd player scores it, I'll be nice.
Thanks.
And then, yeah, you've gone the 3-2.
Yeah.
And better write this down, hey? I'll write it on my game sheet. Cause, yeah. So I'm going a United 2-1 victory
With Martial
with Martial,
and Pogba to score.
Pogba off a P. And Mitchell is going City 3-2 victory with Aguero, the bag of
2.
brace, and Sterling.
To get the winner in the 89th minute.
A winner in the 89th minute.
You went for the penalty, I'll just go for the time.
And there you go. There you have
Yeah.
it. I'll put that in there. Can you read that? I can't see because I'm
Yeah.
looking straight at the paper. I'll block myself out. But yeah, and that's pretty much a wrap for this week.
Yeah.
On the father and son Premier League talk with United and Arsenal,
Yeah.
and tips and predictions, and throwing some weird ones out there going for players and times and hows. And
Yeah.
I might as well say Marshall will score off his right foot.
We'll just do that for all the big games from now on. If you want.
Yeah, if the
You have to
top
make it a
six
bit
play
more
each other,
Yeah.
we'll pick one of them. If there's two, we'll just do it on one.
Yeah. It'll have to be a top 6 game. No, otherwise it's just.
Yeah, so it'd be pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah. Can't wait for the United Arsenal game to see how far we take that one.
Oh.
That one's going to be a bit of fun.
Probably come down to shirt sizes and how many knots they do their shoelaces up with.
Oh god. That one's gonna be a bit fun, that.
Well, here's one for you, just a bit of a question.
What?
What's Pogba going to do with his hair before the City game?
Oh.
Let's see if we can predict that one.
What is it now? Is it just a blonde?
That's what I was trying to think what it was with Juventus.
If it's the blonde, I reckon he'll go red. Actually, to be fair, he went blue the last time he played City.
Yeah, because there was all that talk about him going there.
Yeah.
Pogba, Juventus. No, I don't actually type the wrong thing.
It might genuinely show you a photo of him in a Juventus shirt.
It was.
Was
Oh, here we go.
it blonde?
He had a little blonde streak in it.
See, I reckon he'll stay with that hairstyle, just maybe a different colour. So I reckon red. I reckon you'll go red with the shirt. There.
Red with the... You'll have the little red short, eh?
Yeah.
I don't think he likes doing the same thing twice, though, either.
That's why he won't go blue. Has he gone red before?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then he'll go red. If he's gone red, he'll go pink.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
What will he do with it? I've got no idea.
That's actually a genuine question. So what do you reckon he'll do with it? I reckon he'll just go with the red.
I reckon he'll put a pattern in his head.
Pat.
Like he's had a star there before, he's had the United badge. I reckon he'll go with some sort of pattern. Like a shape.
What would he put in it though?
I don't know.
What would it be this time?
I can't believe we've never actually talked about Pogba's hair today. This is the first time it's actually come up.
Because he kind of calmed down a little bit, really. He's only really just gone blonde, or it's not been too crazy, really.
Yeah,
It's just
been out there.
Yeah.
Hasn't been over social media as much either. Not allowed to. In trouble.
He got a bit banned last time.
But yeah. But yeah, so anyway, that's a wrap for, I think, episode 5 it was today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Episode 5, can't believe we've done 5 already.
Yeah.
Halfway to the double figures.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Wow.
They've all gone for about.
Half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
This one's 39 at the moment, just about tick on to. We've rambled a bit. We'll finish just after 30. We just rambled at the end today.
Yeah.
Which is a bit unusual.
About Pogba's hair.
Pogba's hair of all things. That was interesting.
Yeah.
You never know. It's got to look good when he's standing there for the penalty to win the game.
Another quick question. How many steps for the penalty?
You know what I do? Like apparently, well, he has actually. That's a legit thing. He's apparently had that discussion, and he's been practicing a different run-up. Me personally, I'd still do the little stutters, and then run with about 3 steps to go, so the player doesn't. The keeper's not going to know when you're going to do it. Whereas when he just stutters, he's trying to fake the keeper out. But if he stutters and does like 6 or 8 little ones, and then bang, takes off. If he knows he's doing it, he's all right. The keeper's not going to know he's doing that, and then that's going to give him that split second to put the keeper off, and the ball's already in the back of the net by the time the keeper's moving.
Yeah. Pogba's a very interesting person. could probably sit here and talk about him for a while.
You could actually, if you wanted to, you could find plenty of stuff from Pogba.
Yeah.
All his dance moves.
What celebration?
Yeah, what celebrations are you going to do? You'll invent something. Be something new.
Wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be. Yeah. You know, we should probably wrap it up now.
Yeah, wrap it up for a third time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you all episode 6.
Probably not next week.